Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, my dear and lovable students. Dear students, we are in the 4th class of consignment, where we discussed the basics of consignment, different types of expenses and commission, accounting treatment in the books of consignor. Today's session, I will teach you about general entries in the books of consignor. If you are new to our channel, please watch the first 3 classes of consignment available in the playlist before returning to watch this video and consider subscribing. My beloved students, keep in mind that when passing general entries in the books of consignor, you should always think from the consignor's viewpoint. Any expenses, whether incurred by the consignor or the consignee, should be debited to the consignment account and income should be credited to the consignment account. When a consignee reports sales, the consignee account should be debited and the consignment account should be credited. When a cash or bank deposits or bills receivable or received from a consignee, the consignee account should be credited and debit what comes in, either cash or bank or bills receivable. This transaction will not affect consignment account because one is personal account and other one is real account. In consignment account, nature is a nominal account. It will consider only expenses, losses, income and gains. The first transaction, consignor send goods to consignee. What nana? Consignor send goods to consignee. While sending the goods, along with the goods, consignor may incur transportation charges, loading charges and insurance, any taxes. Consignment account is a combined profit and loss account. All expenses and losses should be debited to consignment account. All income and gains should be credited to consignment account. So what is the general entry? Consignment account data to goods sent on consignment. As I mentioned in yesterday class, instead of purchasing in the consignment business, we will record it as a goods sent on consignment. In normal business, when we purchase the goods, what is the general entry will pass? Purchase account data to cash or to bank or to supplier account. At the year end, purchase account will be transferred to the trading account. What is the general entry? Trading account data to purchasing account. The same nana. Instead of trading, we are writing consignment account. Instead of purchase, we are writing to goods sent on consignment. So general entry is consignment account data to goods sent on consignment account. Being goods sent on consignment is the narration. What do you mean by narration? Narration is nothing but a brief explanation about transaction. Second transaction, consignor incurred expenses. It may be transport, it may be loading, it may be insurance charges, or it may be any taxes if applicable. So what is the general entry? Consignment account data either to cash account or to bank account or to payable account. So what is the general entry? Consignment account data to cash or bank or payable account. Third transaction, if any advance amount received from consignee, debit what comes in, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit the giver. So two rules nana. What is the real account rule? Debit what comes in. Either consignor may receive cash, either consignor may receive check, either consignor may receive bills, bill receivable. So debit what comes in. Credit the giver. Who is the giver? Consignee is the giver. So cash account data or bank account data or bills receivable account data to consignee account. The fourth transaction is very important. Please pay attention. Sales reported by consignee. Consignee is the debtor from the consignor viewpoint. Consignee is a debtor from the consignor viewpoint. In general business, when you sell credit, we'll pass the entry customer account data to sales account. In consignment business, instead of customer, we will write consignee name. And instead of sales, we will write consignment account. Because sales is an income should be credited to the consignment account. Fifth transaction, expenses incurred by consignee. All expenses should be borne by the consignor, even if expenses are incurred by the consignee. The consignor must pay money to the consignee. Consignee may incur clearance charges, go down rent, sales expenses or advertisement expenses, electricity, watchman salary, etc. So general entry, any expenses, it should be debited to consignment account. So general entry will be consignment account data to consignee account, because whatever the money incurred by the consignee, it is payable by consignor. So consignee account should be credited. Consignment account data to consignee account, being expenses incurred by consignee. Narration. Next, sixth transaction, commission payable to consignee. Commission is a fee charged by consignee for his service. Here one important point to remember, the consignee is entitled to a commission only on goods sold by him. Only on goods sold by him, not on goods received on consignment. So commission, from viewpoint of consignor, commission is an expense, so expense should be debited. Consignment account data, it is payable to whom? To consignee account. So general entry will be consignment account data to consignee account, and narration being commission due to consignee or payable to consignee. Next, seventh transaction, if all of the items sent on consignment are not sold, unsold stock held by the consignee will be transferred to the consignment stock account. The general entry will be, here follow the modern approach, increase in assets should be debited. So consignment stock account data, decrease in expense should be credited to consignment account. So consignment stock account data to consignment account. Eighth transaction, profit on consignment. In the consignment business, instead of opening two accounts, trading and profit and loss account separately, we open a single account called consignment account, debiting all expenses and losses, crediting all income and gains, and the balance figure is known as profit or loss. The entry will be consignment account data to general P&L account. If it is a loss, reverse the entry, general P&L account data to consignment account. Next, ninth transaction, closing goods sent on consignment. Closing goods sent on consignment. At year end, balance in goods sent on consignment will be transferred either to purchase or trading account, and the entry will be goods sent on consignment account data to purchase or trading account. I hope you find this video helpful. Give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you want to improve your skills. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out any new videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.